Hi, welcome back. It's April, and I'm the founder of Sierra's Gifts. Just wanted to talk to you today a little bit about teen pregnancy, part 2 of our first segment. I'm going to start by talking about a few stats in reference to teen pregnancy in the United States. In the United States, 1 out of 10 births involve a teen mother. 750,000 teens between the ages of 15 and 19 become pregnant each and every year. Teen pregnancy occurs and accounts for 20% of all unplanned pregnancies. Again, I'm April, and I just want to invite you in my world of Sierra's Gifts. Sierra's Gifts is an organization that I'm starting in reference to teen moms and how we as a community and a network can actually be helpful, supportive, and all different type of avenues as it relates to teen mothers and their needs immediately, behind the scenes, as it relates to their children, etc., etc., etc. I have here today Miss Regina Green, and we're going to talk a little bit about her experiences as a teen mom almost 40 years ago. How are you today, Miss Green?
Fine, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for doing this for Sierra's Gifts. I really appreciate your time and your energy and your willingness to do this for the organization. So let me start off by asking you a couple of questions. How old were you when you actually gave birth?
I was actually 16.
16.
16. Throughout most of my pregnancy, though, I was 15.
Okay.
I had just turned 16 right before I delivered, a couple of months before I delivered. So I was a very young mother.
A very young mother. And about what year was this?
1972.
Wow, 1972. And in your opinion, do you think the support that teen mothers have received from 72 to present day has been pretty positive and it is reduced, or do you think that there can be more done?
There's always more that could be done. Obviously, in 1972, there was not the support in terms of organizations or even just individuals that were willing to step outside of the box and help as they do now. Things were done more in the dark, sort of. I was not, even as a teen mom, I didn't have a lot of people that I could go to.
Mm-hmm.
To even talk about what I was experiencing, not only just being a teen mom, but I was a teen mom of a handicapped child. So where a lot of young women or young girls, take for granted that they're going to have a healthy child, I had double the challenges that a lot of them may have. I'm in my 50s now, so I've overcome a lot.
Yes, most definitely.
But I decided that I wanted to take responsibility for my child. I did not want my mother to raise my child or anyone else because this was a decision I made and I wanted to take responsibility for it. But it was very difficult. I did go on to college, graduated from high school first a year early, because I was determined that I didn't want my family to bear the burden any longer than they had to. After I graduated, went on to college, finished my BA degree, and went on to work for the federal government, worked as a criminal investigator, and just recently retired at 53.
Wonderful.
So I've come a very long way, but those experiences of being a teen mom really made me the person that I am.
Wonderful. And the person that you are is wonderful. I mean,
Thank
I
you.
know you from the bottom of my heart, and there's one word that I can just say: energetic and just wonderful and full of love.
Thank you.
That just sums it up for me. Just a couple of more questions.
Okay.
As a teen mother, what was the one thing that you saw was your biggest obstacle? Just the one thing, if you could just sum it up in one word.
I think it would be just perseverance.
Okay.
You know, just being determined to overcome any obstacles that came my way. Obviously, as I said, having a handicapped child, she was having numerous surgeries, and by the time she was 18, she had already had 19 surgeries. So there were a lot of challenges that I could have just thrown my hands up and just said, you know, I don't have to do this. You know, I can give her up. I can let somebody else take care of her. But I chose to just persevere. And whatever challenges came before me, I found a way to deal with it. And my spiritual family was invaluable. My biological family was there, but my spiritual family was definitely invaluable. And just that perseverance and knowing that you're going to keep moving forward with whatever the challenge may be. That's how I would basically sum it up.
Okay. And do you have any other children?
I have a son and I have a daughter. Now, they are not my natural children, but being blessed with my daughter, my natural daughter, it let me know that I did want more children. Unfortunately, I was not able to have more natural children, but I was able to bless another child. So I have one adopted child and one child that I raised, just having custody of, and I love all three of them.
Right, right. Wow. Okay, so let's just close and talk about, you already talked about your support system. So it was your biological family and your spiritual family. So what, at 53 years old, you just retired, what would you say has been your, that you would actually attribute to your success today with raising your three children, being a teen mom at the age of 15 years old? You mentioned perseverance, you mentioned determination, you mentioned your spiritual family, you mentioned your biological family. But of all of that, at your age and being able to retire and still being able to have the energy and the love to give, what attributes to your success to this day? And you can just sum it up in one word or one sentence.
Well, I definitely can't sum it up in one word.
Okay.
Probably not in one sentence,
Okay.
but again, I think just determination, because I did not want to be seen as a young person. Even as I got older and matured, I didn't want to be seen as the type of individual that, you know, was not responsible, would give up easily. So it was just always so important for me to do the best at whatever I was attempting to do. And having the experiences that I had with my daughter certainly made me a very strong person. And dealing with doctors and you know, just dealing with her medical conditions that a lot of I didn't even understand. But I, as a mother, as the mother, I had to deal with it. My family was just there for me, and my church family was definitely there for me. That spirituality that had been put in me from a young child, I don't think I could have done it without having the combination of all of that.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I think that's going to just bring us to the conclusion of our interview. Again, this is Miss Regina Green, and I'm April Carter, founder of Sierra's Gifts, where we want to make a difference in those teen mothers' lives, one step at a time. Thank you.